controlling the elbow.
Correct.
I don't know, keep going. Oh, thumb, make sure that your thumb is up.
Correct. So he's gonna have to get to my wrist, and then he's gonna have to make sure that my thumb stays up, and then he's gonna break across that, his hip towards my hip side. Okay, he's gonna want to go to the downward side, doesn't want to go up. So I have to make sure that those same things don't happen. Okay? To make all of this work better, he's like, he's scared, he's like, crouching close, he's gonna do all of that stuff. So some of the ways that I can set up to defend this are usually just a lot of times gable grip. This gable grip, either thumb in, thumb out, however you like to do it. Okay? This is a good strong grip. But it's my two hands against his whole core. Okay? I can really show this is a stronger grip. So now it's my arms against his core. One of the other things I can do is I can actually take this hand and put it on my forehead. From what I understand, this is a legal start for some guy. But it allows me to do a couple things. It means that I'm starting with a really strong grip. So when Dante tries to pull, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to ditch right away. It also means that his knees are a little bit more separated. And I've actually got a way to force his knees apart. When I'm defending an arm bar, one of my best defenses is to be able to get his knees separated. So I either want to get this up or get this down. Now we're separated out. Now there's more space. His knees can't come together. I can keep this thumb and keep my elbow pointed up. And so that I can start stacking. And get my elbow up. Now we go from there.
Step back to the You got a couple more or
That was fun.
Okay, so what I want you to do is now look at him, where he's at. His start position is going to be sitting up. The ref is going to have to say, your hand, one hand's got to be back. You can do this hand, or you can do the opposite, or leave this hand under. The reason why this is an advantage is because he's going to underhook the leg. It is done in other jiu-jitsu schools, but this is special for Ted Klein, what they call it spider web. I'll explain it. This emphasis is going to be elbow deep, and the hand goes into the hip pocket as far over here as you can. If you've got the dexterity and the length, you can grab your own leg. That's going to help you. But the biggest thing is keeping this elbow lined up to the chin. So he's going to want to rotate a little bit, and he's going to post as soon as he can. He's going to elbow deep, scoop this, go elbow deep, and he's almost going to gable grip. If he can gable grip here, he can't kick up. This knee's really strong, posture down. What I like to do here is give him a little daylight. I'll lift my knee to the air. He thinks he's going to stack, and I kick him down, stomp him on the punch. And then once I start doing that, I gable grip and I start leaning to this side, trying to break this. This is going to be really strong. So his other foot can either bring it in or he can weave in. If he's still in play and he's not going to break, he's not going to get this arm bar, he can set this up to weave in and trick him into stacking. As he stacks up, goes right in the triangle. The reason why they use this is to transition or to actually emphasize three different arm bars or submissions. So there's an arm bar breaks, spider web break, triangle. As long as it's in play, what he needs to do to get out is to get this elbow down in the mat. So as soon as he gets that out. So the reason we call it overtime is because there may be points advantage, but there's no points. So if there's been no decision, the ref's not going to say he's winning or not. So the least amount of time that the quickest he can escape goes to his 1 minute overtime, or the longest he can maintain control. So the submission wins, but if he submits in the first one, he gets to redeem himself and he can choose. So then if he escapes, whoever escapes faster or whoever rides longer wins in a 3-round overtime. Am I skipping anything? So the biggest thing for this right here, if you're in a traditional arm bar, you're going to be riding that elbow straight up. This is your strong leg. You don't want to cross your legs because if you cross your legs anyway, What this does is it takes off pressure here. It takes off pressure here, so it makes it easier for them to separate ankle or separate knees. So you're really kind of keeping this hamstring curled. Bringing the heel into your butt if you need to, or extending out, just depending on what he's giving you. Anything else you would do for your arm control?
Well, cover my,
Arm control?
I like to come here for at least get my shit together. So this is a Tanner calls a power prop. And it makes it, for me, for some reason, like, my hamstring feels like it's not as useful right here. As soon as I come here, I can use my hamstring a little better and I can get a little tighter. And then, all I'm thinking of at first, you know, when we did this, we drove this hard for like weeks when we first started this class. And Tanner kept saying, submission and period control is the sentence. So we kept saying that, so this was a good place when we practice control. So as soon as Brendan would wiggle a little bit, my job would be just to keep that control and then drilling that. So that's kind of where I just go back to that shape.
So we'll emphasize on this because you're probably going to get the side control when you do get to the power or anything like that. But once we're getting to more ground control, we'll get submissions later. But just for understanding for back control, take it back. The second, another one, 2, 3, is back control chest to chest. Brendan can start with both hands inside. He can even cheat and get his hands up and over or his thumbs in. If he doesn't try, he's not going to get it to him. This control is done with Dante's elbows on his clavicle and his arm. But if he can, put that chin in the tricep. I can't even see it in the trap. I can't do it, so he's giving him sweet nothing as I call him. He's connecting. As soon as they start going, let's just let him escape. What Brendan's going to do is escape, roll on one side, and once he's in this position, the inside elbow has to touch the mat. You got it.
Did you pick that side?
Yes, because he had the overhook on this side,
Or the other?
because if he goes to the underhook. So his elbow has to come in. You see how that inside elbow has to come? Otherwise, it's still okay. Now, if he goes to the underhook side, which is to the left, Dante can use that underhook to drive him back, stomp on the hip, bring him back on top. So that's why the underhook is important for that. We can delve into that, but I want to start on side control, spider leg, and then double unders I'll go with you. Did you
Yeah.
Okay. So, this starts with the combat jiu-jitsu, which is a new thing they've been doing the last 2 years, where they add conflict. So, if you're up on your feet for more than 1 minute, you get the big jump. Wherever the ref says, all right, you got double numbers, you're winning, you got double numbers, your shorts, you're on top of that. So, he starts with butterflies and double underhooks. So his advantage is here, right? So I can choose to smash, or the easiest one to do, the quickest one you can get it is to break contact, stand up, and run away. I escaped, he's not controlled. He needs a super submit. I need to pass, or break contact. Make sense?
So this is another overtime?
It's been added to the submission only league items. I'm thinking I saw this. I think most people go to back or side way. So one of the things, what he needs to do is elevate, control his head posture, but he can still be on the side and still have connection. So if I go to the mat, he can start scooting in like a scooting. So what I'm trying to use is I want to shift his feet to his butt, so he has no elevation. I have to be over here. The moment I elevate my hips know his hips. So what I like to do with my little turtle shell or little is get knees in tight, his feet are here, collapses his butt flex. Right? My elbows, if I can get around as much as the thigh, I try to get his knees and elbows and option in my head, so you can't sit up. Well, off to the side, you can sit up and start controlling my big So this position right here, I'm not putting it over the layovers. His face is spider web. So
That's fine.
this is spider web. I call it spider web from here because it's just arm wrestling. So starting at spider web. This used to be the starting position, but it gives me an advantage. So now for the overtime, you're on the ground, one hand has to be down. Some people are better at, they want to use this hand and start controlling, start breaking, start pulling this over. But if you're already given this, I like to do it here. And then, like I said, I'll ride this. If he just can't get out, all I'm really worried about is keeping this elbow to my chest. But the more I start flaring, it starts to go. But if I keep this tight, even without my leg over his face, he's gonna try to slide out, I might get a shoulder arm.
Yeah, see, that's the reason I'm not sliding out, is his tension here. I might be able to relax my arm and slide, but if I don't hit it fast enough, I'm gonna relax my arm and arm bar. I'm gonna slide myself right into the arm. So that's why you saw me like, nope, nope. The rough will usually go here, or it's right here, and it's 1, 2, 3, right up top. Here we go.
And now we're getting, and if I start fighting from here, kicking the leg, stomping over, we're usually going to get
So you're gonna find that place where if you're like doing that position, you're just gonna go like, this is not.
so.
And this is also a place for us to have some trust in our partner. And for the partner that's on top, be aware that if you move too quick here, you're gonna hurt somebody. So this is a good place to practice your control and go, alright, let's take this nice and easy.
So the guy at the top, if I'm getting arm wrestled, I gotta be aware of like, I'm not neutral, not neutral, you know,
Yep.
You're a geezer from the beginning of this one, because you gotta really work on your escape. Let's just do a little. You're not gonna let me see either. When you're seeing where I feel like I got what I want, he's got what you got what you want,
Yeah.
I got what I want, bring the hammer down.
3, 2, 1.
So he's trying to maintain that elbow. I don't want to know what the hell I don't know if I can start now. But it's the escape.
you're rocking, that's what created that space. You're just creating some space, like, if you know.
Yeah,
What I
that's
saw
what
was
I'm
him
saying.
working 2 or 3 different escapes, just back and forth. So that's what the rocking was. It seemed like he was
You see
going
them
to
not.
What's this? Can I get him to move this way? Can I get him to move that way?
But again, I asked you what you said. It's not like, ooh, I got that. No, it's just to show you what the it looks like. He didn't really try to hurt me. I didn't really try to hurt him. No, it's really, he's learning just with the over. We find it fine too. So I want to kind of go over what we did yesterday, just to,
Yep.
so I will.
And the nice thing about this, again, like you were saying, about that fine tuning, this is a good place to try shit that you're not good at. Hey, I've always wanted to try that hitchhiker escape. If your partner's really focused on not hurting you, I can hitchhiker escape all day long. You know? So,
Here.
yeah, I was about to say, you definitely do it.
So without. So he's got my arm. Everything's perfect for me. I go out, I know I can't be giving him this. Right? So what I do is I hitchhike, and then I start rolling to this with my hips out to the. This is all simultaneously, but I'm thinking my arm goes this way, because now I can't arm roll. Right? But at the same time, I'm rolling my hips this way, and I'm almost 3 stages right. So he's gonna let me escape right now. He's gonna go elbow, so, right? So this is already almost too late.
I gotta, at the same time I'm hitchhiking, my hips are getting set up to. So we could work on drilling hitchhiker to see if later. This is one that's always there, but what he's gonna do is control. Is he control my elbow? Right there. That's why I'm saying elbow keep that pocket. I don't really have that mechanism there, right? He does a real good job of best gripping my own hand at the end of the lead right there. He does this, which compromises my wrist. And let's say he even lets me think I'm gonna hitchhike. Let's see if he grabs my hand. And he goes, all right. He's locked it now. He's locking his legs, he's locking his I'm flat on my back. He never let me get up because his hamstring girl prevented me from reaching.
And I'm also cupping the elbow. So I'm not normally with the thumb up. The thumb up is to remind you that you're brake direction. So by grabbing his hand and cupping his elbow, I still got the brake direction.
My elbow's
I
locked.
just have to follow away from his thumb.
I'm no longer actually hitchhiking.
And you're flat out.
And I'm flat. I mean, it's just not.
It's already too late. So we'll start with the spiral arm and we'll do that over time. Just do that. We'll start.
I'd actually gotta leave in about 10 minutes. So just let me.
So we'll start arm bar. Once you get with me, you see the deal. Whatever it is you guys want. Any questions? Okay.
Well, I haven't done that, but it's probably been years since we've.
It's been a while.
So we'll have to go 2 weeks you do, you see if we go. You can try again and then switch.
Yeah, sounds good.
So,
So, we're gonna do one back, we do one back and so and then switch back up.
And then
We don't talk about much.
you should go to my room. Usually people down there. But if I say no, I need to sit there and bitch with me.
Walking your feet into the right position.
No problem.
It's especially once I've done it.
You guys just
A little slippery, right?
street shadow right into my elbow. Yeah. Oh, so what this does is it elevates my elbow straight up, and I want this to go in here. Exactly. And then you almost open up your hips. Feel that? That leverage right there? That prevents my hips. Your right hand should be flat on the mat. And you don't have to start with a good tension, but I want you to be connected.
As soon as that.
So if you come in, I don't know how much tension you can do. If you hamstring and my armpit or my rib cage, this is keeping me in place. But if you let me think that I'm doing a good job, and I start stacking up to sit up, you can hook my leg, let your knee come up a little bit, and keep it back down. So instead of coming up, this, I want you to take back your knee, and then stomp and then extend. You not necessarily have to hit the mat, because you stomp and move that.
You're holding on to it so hard, I was like,
And lift your knee, off the ground. There you go. Stomp your heel to the mat and then stand up. Look how I opened up. And now, so come up, I want you to use your right hand elbow deep with you can gable it right here. I want you to put your one elbow out. That's what you want. And all you can do is maintain this elbow grip nice and tight. You're down to the mat, close to my ankles. Lean, lean, lean. So you feel that start stretching out.
What happens here?
Your hands on the mat. I want you to immediately underhook on it. 1, 2, 3, boom. With the leg. Curl. What is it? That's it. Now stop with your left foot. Oh, it's okay. You know, you keep that grip, keep that grip with the leg, as you start with, keep that leg. My arms are in my hip, but stuff, don't you keep, like that. I'll do it to you in the fiance. It's good.
Learning to, I want to let go.
So, I'm doing this just so you can breathe. But how's your elbow? Right? That's right. But the problem is I can still keep this.
Go back.
And I just take this. This is why you don't. Yeah. Yes.
Hamstring control is solid. So that. So here, we can start in the chair.
And where do hands is.
So you feel that, you see that little bit of daylight? But I kept my elbow on this. Comes on really quick, a little short on the bar. So I would be nice, I didn't put my leg on the.
Yep.
See, I don't like this is, I like this is a good, you believe that one too? You're compromising, right? And you can start there, one, two, three, you can go back to where you were at. You guys start, I'm just losing myself, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. So you had control. I didn't have a good escape with anyone. You didn't fight with this thing. There's a pound here. In my leg. The moment you have that leg, I wasn't ready for that. So I tried to escape. You had control. You right where you need to be. The submission, I was like, just go to the submission, you would have it. Now I see you try to get your legs off me, try to get it out, try to leave out, try to get tight.
Sure.
Try to sat.
Right. I felt like moving those different options of where it can get tighter or where to block.
Excuse me, question? Any questions on that?
It's not amazing how evenly matched we got.
Well, that's what I was asking you guys to go together, because you guys, even the size, there's no real big size discrepancy, in your weight class, but you guys are good as far as.
From a very blue belt level, it's like as soon as one of us glitches a little bit,
Yeah, good stuff.
the other capitalizes on it both times.
You did really good at controlling my elbow, controlling my coffee, and stacked up. I wasn't getting out. He was getting out last time. You would have kept out for the full minute. Perfect. That's back here. Let him get his head that way.
Okay.
Yeah, walk, and then I can go and twist him a bit. So right here, just for, so you let go of the whole arm swing. And under, like overhook the head, so that's when the arm.
I'm just trying to figure out something.
That's what I like to set up. If they're gonna see the back, I'm doing that.
Got it.
But, yes, come to get my stuff. That's a whole different.
It was really annoying to Dante, and I remember that we talked about that a while ago. If I can just get that leg straight, you just keep trying to chase the thing over the knee. Just,
We did that for one of our rounds.
yeah, it's just like, yeah, and just watching you just try and keep chasing it. I'm like, no, that's fine. And then he got to the point where he's like, okay, well, if I step over it, I can go back in.
So this is gonna be this is gonna be 1 minute rounds you can choose from. You may know the other two techniques in depth. You can do any of the ones you choose. So spider web, back control, or double underhooks. And we'll do that for 1 minute intervals, and then we'll switch top to bottom. And then keep going.
Butterflies? Try that butterfly.
We just,
Sweet.
So now we can switch.
Two, one, go. Two, one, let's.
Just be careful in the same position, but usually you should
Two, one, go.
Very nice.
Two, one, let's.
just spider web between when you guys go ahead.
Two, one, go.
But I also did that twist.
Yeah. No, I was way more concerned about that.
try to sit there and learn. Yeah, that's fine. Nope, that's good, man. That's right.
Two, one, let's.
So you can see the strategy just pull him off here.
816.
Again. Go.
Oh, it's right there. On the key here, right?
Because you know what I was trying to do. That was the whole thing. Like, I'm gonna get better at it if I tell you guys what I'm gonna do. It's already there. I gave you it. Give it to you. Okay. If I come here, I go. If I come here, and now. Yep.
Spread the knees, wrap the leg the other way, double down. And it comes in, it all comes in. As soon as I just pop to here, you're already up.
Two, one, rest.
2 minutes. One more. We have to switch.
2, 1.
And check the time. Should be. Yes, sir. 17, 18. Don't rush it. Slowly. What time is it? 18. Okay. Good work. Yeah, you're up. I got that. One. Tell me what time. Good going, dude. Thanks, bro.
Yep. Yeah.
Thanks. Where you guys going before you go? Get back.
Yeah.
Any others you want to talk about?
Just exercise. Making a great long space. You look at me. Good. So you can hear some. Let's take them here. That's okay. Alright. That's good. Good.
2, 1, go.
Dang it. Okay. This is why we're doing it.
Every time it's almost out.
You guys both sides talk about 2 rounds. What do you think of?
Hold that.
2, 1, rest. Two, 1, go.
Stand the chest. So you got nothing to say? Standing. Cover it. Good. Good. with this, all I was trying to do is touch that little.
Yeah.
And then,
You can start with your hand on
So am I supposed to keep your
Under
head,
the,
keep your head between me and the mat and put it on this side? Just think about that. That's all you got to worry about. Right, come up with the legs. Pass.
Two, one, rest.
So that would have been out.
yeah.
Where did you be at?
Because you're still not in control of the position. If you were in the middle of the position.
Two,
Yeah.
one,
yeah.
go.
Brendan got out of mine, but I kept his arms in, right until he get wrapped. So that was his one that was supposed to be tapping. So he wasn't out.
Okay.
But with you, well, I wasn't really thinking of anything other than getting that to stop the clock. Right?
That's why you didn't go for the mount. Triangle. Mounted triangle, but you just do mount.
Yeah. Yeah. No, so can you just go on it? I was here, and then how'd you get me to armbar from here?
So
Standing in the
I
hard.
think it's really good. Stand being hard. Cover. I said cover the stab.
Yep.
If I can, this is always where I go. Right, and then I'm pinching.
Yep.
Here, and then my first mission, I'll give all my back stuff away. Just get this. Okay, then when you start trying to get that undone, listen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right, now I have options here.
One,
Called the triple
rest.
set. So I can still go for, so if I like to get this, and come on,
Come on, grip. Yep.
Good grip.
It's nice trying to have it.
Oh my God. And then I can start.
Two, one, go.
For Mike, I really had to put a lot of pressure here, so I don't know if I was taking it or not to his head. But then as soon as I can, I'll keep that. Right. Tries to make it keep it tight.
So this,
So watch him,
that was
key. Watch him do it. What he does is he rotates on my body, and then he just kicks down, extending that far the whole way. See that? This is all. And think I'm getting out. All I have to do is keep this leg over my face, nice and arm up.
yep. That right leg, give me that other arm. That seems like it's key. Like, oh, no, fuck, because like, I can't go this direction. I don't want to go that direction. It's like just keep trying to put pressure back into you. There wasn't any, I think as soon as we started to roll, yeah, I'm gonna get work too. Just
So good, man.
Two, one, rest.
A lot of solid drilling.
Well, it was safe drilling.
Ready to
I mean, you can't really.
Two, one, go.
How I do this?
Dude, for the record, I really fucking didn't want to come this morning. I really fucking glad I did, so I gotta keep that in mind.
That's good, and that's what we did yesterday, Brandon and I, we just did EDI overtime for an hour. So even though I didn't know this longer, I'm very rusty on this. This is what we want Monday night, offense. 30 minutes, 1 minute round, we've got 40 people. Doesn't matter what it is. You get who you get, you touch the ball. Don't stand on the wall, you don't take a break. And then we do 45 minutes. That's our count, in my case. So, I was used to sweating, massive pressure. If the coach decided, keep running. Nobody, nobody. And then we do it. So it was a good, like, but you definitely won't jump because by the time you're 10 minutes in and around there, you're more fatigued, you don't want to control. Your control is pretty hard.
So that's what I want to talk to you about. So I didn't fuck up my ankle here. Jiu-jitsu didn't do anything to me. That month off, like everything, I got snowies on me and everything healed up. But like dealing with fucking injuries at this age and the amount of time that it takes to heal drives me nuts. I'm like clearly I gotta go to work to get the baby over. And I love my job. I love it. I miss it. I'd like to fall in love with this more, but I gotta figure out what classes to go into to be able to learn, retain, and not fucking spaz out and like get hurt. So there's a part of me that's like, shit, I shouldn't be going to open mat for a while, and then start going to as many of the 7:30 to 8:30s, this month off, cause I needed to, there's just some other shit going on that I needed to, fuck, dude. But this was just a reminder of how quickly shit can happen. It was random. It was so random. And we've all been banged up, but this is the first time it's sat me on them. I've never taken work off for an injury. I've usually taped it up, done something. This one, they're like, if you don't do this, you're gonna get surgery. I'm like, I do not want surgery. So it was just it gave me a lot of time to sit and think, which isn't always awesome. I didn't want to come back because I don't want to fucking be hurt anymore. It's a giant pain in the ass. But I got here, and this is where I need to be. I just have to make sure that I don't get, I guess, injured. We're all hurt, but this was a fucking injury.
So with these positions like you today, where are you sick?
Yeah, with this, well, without knowing, I don't know, but with this group, with this gentleman's arm, everybody's super cool and chill. I can't say that for open mats. Open mats, we have control over that, that's fine. But I can always, that's when I go to, it's me. It's me that's going through art, that's trying to do something other than learn.
Unfortunately, it's in the player tag. I can also take it. I'm not if I sample in there, I just go off what I expect him to shoot. I just shot him. He's gentle, he is. But I'm not going to match him. He's getting bigger and stronger. He's all that. So with him, I'm just trying to survive. So it's good. Sometimes if you are going something bigger or more experienced, can you survive? It's not very much to try to dominate. Tanner likes us to work on being on top, but sometimes it's not easy for me to fight with her to beat up.
Yep.
I try to get something. So you and Stefan are doing that.
Yeah.
Your jiu-jitsu with him would really make very well, so you can do this class.
So 6 a.m. classes?
And then I'll find out whatever classes he's teaching. I think he's doing some stretching and some of those. But whatever, he's really good at what works for him because he's usually not the bigger. Muscular. He's not a small guy, but he's not. There's other guys that can make it. Your muscles are short. You're good balance because you're athletic, and then you can weight your stuff. With me, I'm more of a fat kid that got real muscular. Now I'm just like, I got grappling muscles. So I feel like shit right now. So I want you to think of saving your movements. You can probably try to fight out a choke or a ring. Or some moves. But your joints and moves can go over. You can have a mistake. No, can I be safe? Can I maintain? Once they start going for the submission, can you escape? You look at no, I do that. That's kind of what I'm around myself. Because you felt, I had a switch and I did that. I was like, I tried to. Same with all three of you. I couldn't get out. I'm like, I came out there and talked with my therapist. I shouldn't have been this person, and then they get me, and then I get, no.
Right.
It's not. So when I showed that move to Brandon, I did it right to him, right? As soon as he did it, he knows what I'm going to do, and I said, I'm going to go twist it. Then I have to choke. But it's not all my things, but that's what I'll do. If you don't let me, I'll just go choke. So that's the same thing in a play, So I think what I'm trying to say is, as one of the other guys here, I try to be safe. So I'm coming out with the ball. So we're seeing this, if we're coming at somewhere, you get side, right? Well, I'm not exposed. You get anyone's side. Americanas, jokes, mounts, can I? Don't any of these things, I just use my brain as a trigger. Right? So I'm not really winning, but I'm not losing.
And that's, with these guys in here, that's fine for me. Like I'm totally okay with staying in that survival learning spot. So then with that, where off mat should I be studying? Because it's like learning a different language. So I've got that book. YouTube is sometimes helpful.
Yeah, I get it. I think if you're thinking of more of watching yourself roll, I think I watch myself roll and I thought I was going to find out all the deficits. but it's not like you're really going for this position, you're like, I can do a better position. Sometimes you need to settle in the position. Like, so if you do this, like let's say you pass, like, whatever. Boom. And then just control me as I control. Boom. And just be content. And like, sometimes you're feeling like, I'm almost not playing. It almost feels like lazy. Like, I can feel you connected to me really right now. I can feel like you're a little looser, like a wet blanket. And you just be connected. So if you feel this, bring your knee in. I'll go in, I start framing here, you can post your hand, and then I'll go in and push your head over your hand. Now my hands are on your frame. Right? Can you play with the position? And then as I start following here, you go back to the position. Get your right hand like something, go down. So this is a little playful like position. Because I'm not trying to play. So if I do try to play, just start with yourself like in here. And you lose balance. Oh! See? You lost no position. You prevented me from losing. So if you play with that little control, because you're going to be good at control. And then from now on, I would say from now on, if you can get trouble with all that stuff, you get from now on. Here, get your knees down. Elevate, choose a side, that's down. Start with your under. Bring your right knee up here before you do this again. That's when we would transition to your work. If you get into closed arms, is a sit up. You know what hip bump sweep is?
Yeah, you guys are showing me.
Yeah. So I mean, there's different ways to do it. Boom, step straight, scissor sweep. But then what I do is I have to rotate my body. I always do it. Elbow. Hips active. Boom. And my son, this is going to be a thing. So all I do is just think about it. I'm really worried about finishing on arm. I can't get to that transition. Right. So, right hand sit, sweep. You have it. You side it up. Use the elbow. Sit all the way up, overreach my shoulder. Put your hands through your body. And so you go over my shoulder and go over my elbow. Now, reach your hips. Give on that knee. Elevate this hip up a little more. This is going to go over my shoulder. Get it on this.
We're going this way.
Yeah, you're straighten all the way to your knee. So see how you just rotate yourself. Your hips shoot this way. And you shoot your hips up and over my shoulder. You'll feel it. You'll feel it. Your right hand, your left hand, you go this elbow. And now, hip thrust me. From here, bring your left knee on my head. Control this one. On the right side. Right here. Left leg comes over my face like in the spider leg. Boom. That's going to be a nice little flow for you. Hip up sweep. Hip up sweep this. Boom. If I don't set up, I rock my body. Necessary. I'm going here. I'm rocking. Opening my legs.
I can go. Okay. Is a bit of a month of downtime and reset to kind of just get my shit back together.
These are good times for you to and when you start calling, say, hey, can we position this one? Can we start at arm bar? Can we start at mount? And I would say